I am not an ally. I am not an ally. I have said this. I am not an ally. And I will elaborate onto why. Let's first of all look at the current definition of what an ally means, okay? Merriam-Webster, whoever the fuck that is, by the way, defines ally as one that is associated with another as a helper, a person or a group that provides assistance and support in an ongoing effort, activity, or struggle. In recent years, the term has been adopted specifically to a person supporting a marginalized group. I am not an ally. I am neither of these things. Not a single word of this here applies to me or I would ever choose for myself. And before I even go into this any further, I just want to know if you are a non-white person and you have called me an ally, this is not to criticize you. I am not here to argue back and forth with you. I'm talking about my perspective and why I dislike the term ally in general. When I say in general, I mean for white people. That's different. So now, by all these definitions, or by this definition here, I would be then considered a helper, a person that provides assistance and support. Black people don't need help. Black people don't need support. Black people don't need assistance. Black people don't need a voice. Black people don't need nothing from me. I've said this multiple times, and I'll keep on saying it. My voice does not matter to nobody black when it comes to like a political setting or whatever. And also, there is nothing, absolutely not a damn thing you will hear from me that you've not heard from thousands of black people. The problem is that we do not listen. We do not listen if what I say comes from a person of color, a black person, an indigenous person, whatever. We do not listen because of racism. So me sitting down here repeating what black people taught me is not allyship. It's like the bare minimum. It's like the bottom of the fucking barrel. It's like, I don't fucking know. It's nothing. And I am not saying this so that people in the comments are like, oh no, you're an ally to me. No. I need this. I need you to take me seriously. I need you to take me seriously in that sense because the word ally is being thrown around so loosely and so fast. First of all, I have always said that, and I will continue saying this. If you are a non-white person, you see my content and it gives you anything. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you see something in me that you're like, oh, okay, there's someone that it doesn't belong to my race that understands me. Ask yourself, why do I understand you? Because your people made me understand. I did not wake up one morning and magically and mysteriously figured out white supremacy. I didn't have like a light bulb going up my face and was like, oh, so this is white. No, that's the labor of black women. That's that. And I know that for a lot of people that are not white, when they hear white people say certain things that their own people have been saying for hundreds of years, it is refreshing. Or maybe it's a positive change or whatever. I can't speak on that. I'm only judging by comments I've gotten or messages or whatever, okay? But that's because the bar for white people is in fucking hell. We saw that through summer 2020 when white people just, only for them to say Black Lives Matter and somebody came and tapped them on the back. I don't do that. Okay, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't need no praises. Oh my God, that sounds so fucking ungrateful, but I am not. I am genuinely not. I'm not trying to come across as ungrateful. And if that's the case, I deeply apologize because that's not my intention. My intention is I do not deserve to be called an ally. No white person deserves to be called an ally because we've been silent for 600 years. My kind has been silent for 600 years. So me, after 600 years, sitting on my own fucking couch in the comfort of my house, repeating what black people have taught me is not allyship. It's like the bare minimum. It's fucking low, actually. It's less than. Because if we had courage, if we were not fucking cowards and racist pieces of shit, it would have never gotten to this. But it got to this because of white silence. Because that's my username. I chose that username deliberately. White silence kills, because that is what I believe in. Not that I believe in it. That's facts. That's facts. So my personal problem with the word ally is, one, it erases the work that black people have put into me, because if ally means that I'm the one doing the work, that I did that, which I did not. I did not. Yes, I listened. Of course, I listened and I reflected. Maybe if you want to, that's okay. If somebody like, man, you actually listen, and that's still, that's the fucking bare minimum. Like, okay, one human being is telling you about their lived experiences and you listened. You want a cookie or what? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be listening when somebody tells you something, especially when that differs from your own lived experiences. So even the listening part, come the fuck on. I mean, it's pretty fucking low. Like I said, the bar is in fucking hell. Okay, then I decided to talk about it, And still, what actual fucking measurement are we using here? Like, what standard are we putting me onto, or other white people? Jane fucking Elliott, for example? Should I remind you guys that this woman has been praised across the globe and comfortably 2 years ago dropped the N-word multiple times in a room full of white students? And when she was called out for it, she tokenized black people in her life. We cannot be trusted, and I am not excluded from that. I have never and will never encourage anybody to just trust me based on what you see me put on the internet, because I put that shit there. Right. I put on here what I want you to see. And of course, I know who I am. I know what I believe in. I know what I stand for. I know how I live my day-to-day life. But you people don't. You see this video and you judge me based on this video or based on whatever I put on the internet. I know that that's who I truly am, but you do not know that. You have to go with what I tell you. And respectfully, there have been a lot of people that deceived a lot of people for whatever reasons, okay? So I would always encourage anybody non-white to be like, let's see. And I have no issue with that. I have no issue proving to anybody close to me, whatever, that I can be trusted, okay? That I am not more than a danger that I'm systemically am already to their safety, to whatever, and that I will always use my white privilege accordingly, because I have come to understand, because black people made me understand, okay? Let's not forget that. So calling me an ally erases all these things. It erases the work that non-white people have poured into me for years. I was a pain in the fucking ass. I will be the first person to pull up Wikipedia and tell you, you see, everybody can be racist. It's not just how was that bitch, okay? So you can imagine when I call out bitches like this, I know because I was once there, right? I'm speaking from personal experience. So in that one time. So the fact that I'm now sitting down here and explaining these things, it should not be necessary. Hello? I should not have to be talking, because in the most ideal case, racism would not even a thing, but it is. And in the second ideal case, we would be listening to black people. Because why the fuck are you listening to me, but you're not listening to black people? When black people, when black people tell us, oh, this and that is what I experience. And a lot of white people don't even listen to me because they just think I'm just pandering to black people. Your mom doesn't even pander to you, so let's not. But the fact that I sit here and people believe me is critical in itself, because I do not have the lived experience of what I'm talking about. I'm speaking as an outsider, as someone that observed it, as someone that learned it from someone that experienced it firsthand. So why are we being listened to when in reality black people are being neglected, being overlooked, being silenced? But then you have people like Jane fucking Elliott on global stages, or the other one, what's the fuck her? Robin DiAngelo, making 6 figures with a book about an experience that she will never experience. We can never be allies in a system that systemically puts us on a pedestal that we do not belong on biologically, socially, and historically. White people cannot be allies. The only thing we can be is decent human beings, and that's because the bar is in fucking hell. So that being said, no offense though. Okay? Sorry.